What's up, everybody, and welcome to a very special edition of Tide Talk. I am your host, Scott, and today we have a very, very special guest. Just a reminder, every episode is available on YouTube, and if you're watching now, please take a second to subscribe to the channel and click the like button on this video. You can also find us on all of your favorites podcast applications like Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you listen to us on one of them, we would really appreciate it if you took a second to leave us a 5-star rating and leave a short review, as it helps us massively in people finding our podcast. If you are not already using the Club Collector app, please click the link in this episode's description to get on the site and go enter the code Tide Talk, one word, to get a free pack to add to your collection. So, in a first in Tide Talk history, I present to you our special boy and our guest, Mr. Gabriel Alves. Hi, Gabi. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
So, Gabi, how are you?
Good. How are you? First, just thank you for inviting me, and thank you for letting me be here and talk to you guys.
Not at all. Thank you very much for coming on. So, as many of you may well know, Gabi signed for Rhode Island on the 11th of December, 2023, and he is just a fantastic asset to the club. In terms of his stats, he is an absolute monster in the air, winning 85% of his aerial duels. This puts him in the 96th percentile of all USL players. He is exceedingly hard to beat as a defender. He gets dribbled past 0.33 times every 90 minutes, which is the 87th percentile. And he's coming in at the 96th percentile for ground duels, winning 69% of them. What a nice stat. And he is in the 97th percentile of completed long balls per 90. So, Gabi, how this is going to work is I'll ask you some questions that I sent you in advance, and then towards the end, we'll have some unseen quick-fire questions.
Sounds
So, to start it off, how do you pronounce your name in Portuguese? We've got a bit of a history in this club of mispronouncing people's names horribly.
Yeah, Gabriel is my first name, and then my last name is Alcides Alves, but you can just call me Gabi if it's easier for you guys, or Gabriel Alves.
Fantastic. Thank you, Gabi. So, can you tell me a little bit about winning the NCAA National Championships when you were at Marshall?
It was a huge experience. I remember like it was yesterday. It's actually a funny story because it was my first year in college and my first season in college with Marshall as well. And I wasn't used to all the rules that we had in college, and we had the golden goal. And the final, we went to golden goal, the extra times, and we score with golden goal. And I didn't even know that we won the match. I thought we still had to finish the extra times, and everybody started running to celebrate. And I'm like, but the game is not done yet. Why there's fans jumping in the field? Why everybody's going to the corner? And then it took me like a second to like realize that we won, but it was amazing.
That's fantastic. So, talking about college football, college soccer, the USL benefits from both football academies and also college soccer. What do you think will dominate in terms of talent acquisition in the league going forward?
With college?
With the USL?
With the USL, yeah. It's going to be amazing because especially the internationals, there's a lot of internationals and a lot of talents in college right now. People are starting to open their minds because back in the days, they used to think that the level in college soccer was very bad, but they're starting to notice that the level is really good, very incomparable to, especially from my experience, the U20s in Brazil. Marshall went to Brazil to play against Palmeiras, and they almost won the game. Play against Botafogo U20s or U23, and they won 3-2 or 3-1. So people are starting to notice and coming to college more from outside of the US. And it's very hard for internationals to go to MLS. So the USL is opening the door more for internationals coming from college, especially.
How was it you got into Marshall?
So I was playing Brazil in my last club. I played professionally there. I was still in the academy, the U20s, but I participated in this tournament for the professional with an academy contract. So finished that year, and I didn't renew the contract. I didn't renew with the professional team, and I was in that age. I was, I think, 21 already, about to be 21. and I was like, I need to start my degree, or get a degree, or maybe get a job. And I still want to play soccer, but I ended up starting college in Brazil, and working with soccer in an academy, actually, as a coach, and did a couple other things too. But kept doing my degree, and then I decided to come to the US with an exchange company that we have in the US. It's a company that brings players to college. They help you with your passport, visa, all of the documents and tests they have to make it. And then I was supposed to go to a NIA school. For people that know NIA, it's a different league. There's not only the NCAA, but I was supposed to go either NIA or JUCO, which are the schools for only 2 years, and didn't have any opportunities for D1, especially because the coaches that I talked to with, they thought I wouldn't get eligibility for D1 because of my professional experience in Brazil. So they didn't even want to try me to try my eligibility if it was going to work. And then last moment, Chris Grassi, the coach from Marshall, which he's amazing with the rules with the NCAA, he knew a way that he could show the NCAA that when I play professional, I didn't get any salary, or if I got any money, it was just like something to help with like gas or like food, like something personally. And then that helped me to get eligibility, and I ended up getting a full scholarship, full scholarship at Marshall. But I also have 5 Brazilians at Marshall, which that helped a lot too, to make me want to come. And 2 of them play with me at São Paulo, because I play at São Paulo FC in Brazil. So 2 of them were there, and they're like, yeah, you should definitely come here and play with us. So it was that
That's
mix
awesome.
of like I still wanted to play soccer, and then also get a degree. So I decided to come.
What did you major in college in the US?
Yeah, sports management. This sports management.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah.
So moving on, who was your sporting idol growing up? From any sport, not necessarily football.
Yeah, it has to be football because in Brazil we're crazy for football. So uh, I would say I'm gonna tell you 3 because it changed a little bit when I was young and then growing up. But when I was younger, I used to be a midfielder, so I love Kaká. Kaká was my idol. Love Kaká. Watch him at Milan and Real Madrid. I loved him. I used to tuck my shirt in, use Adidas cleats. I was a big fan of Kaká. Uh, and then growing up, I started liking Messi a lot. Started turning to be a big fan of Messi and Ronaldo a little bit too. That's why I like United.
R9 or R7?
R7.
Okay.
Yeah. But so it was like a mix in between Ronaldo and Messi. But then Ronaldo turning to be like a striker when he went to Madrid. And then I wasn't a big fan of how he was playing. Then I kind of went into Messi more. Kind of got amazed by how Messi played. And then Messi was my idol until then. And then when I turned into a left back after transitioning from midfielder, I started watching a lot of Marcelo from Madrid. So,
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah.
That's a little more contemporary.
Yeah.
So moving on to your time at Rhode Island, what did you know about the state of Rhode Island before you signed for the team, and how has it lived up to your expectations?
To be honest, I didn't know anything about Rhode Island. When you come to the U.S., you usually only know about the big states or the big cities. So I didn't even know about West Virginia when I was gonna sign with Marshall. So
Oh, wow, really?
yeah, so I didn't know much about Rhode Island, but as soon as I got the offer, we did a lot of research. Me and my wife Haley, we did a lot of research, especially for jobs for her as well, opportunities. If it was gonna be good for her as well, because she was gonna move with me. So, and we saw there was a very diverse city, which I liked a lot. A lot of Portuguese, Brazilian people, and a lot of different types of restaurants too, which that's our favorite thing to do. Me and my wife, we love going to different restaurants. So, and especially Italian restaurant, which we have so many here. So, yeah, my expectations were that, hoping that she was going to have opportunities, and she got one really good opportunity. She's a second grade teacher. She actually started last week, and also the restaurants, they're amazing here. And the culture is amazing. The community is really nice too. So I've been feeling at home here.
That's lovely. And you'd only just married your wife, hadn't you, when you moved
Yes,
here?
we got married
Yeah,
last
very
year in
close.
December. Yeah,
Congratulations. How's married life?
good, good. We were used to it a little bit because we were living together at the end of last year before getting married, so we kind of were used to it already.
You'd done the tutorial
Yeah,
before you
exactly.
actually
Yeah.
did the deed. Is there any extra pressure in signing for Rhode Island, given that it's an expansion team rather than an established team already?
I wouldn't say pressure. I wouldn't say pressure at all, but like all of us, we like willing since the beginning of bringing a style of soccer that will make the fans happy and entertained every time they come. So that's what was the main thing in our minds since the first meeting we had with Kano in preseason, because it's already hard for the Americans that don't watch soccer much to come watch a professional soccer game. So, especially a whole brand new franchise, we had to show up and play well, so fans would want to come, invite their friends, and so that was the main idea: provide a good soccer environment for the fans, and especially outside in the stands and also in the field. So I would say pressure, but we knew that we had to bring something that the fans would be proud of, you know.
Okay. And what about the project in Rhode Island made you want to sign? Was there anything in particular?
Two things. One, I worked with Khan a little bit back in Birmingham, and I knew that he liked this style of possession, which I'm a big possession guy. I love possession, and he wanted this good style that we want the ball. We want to create with the ball, not only long balls, and also I'm a type of guy that I love challenges. So I'm just like my dad. Love challenges, and the challenge of being a brand new franchise in the USL Championship was a challenge for me, and a challenge to move on where I was already, and create something new, a great opportunity, uh, and make history here as a first year in the USL. So that was the main point.
That's fantastic. Unfortunately, you've been dealing with quite a serious knee injury for a little while now. How's that been? How is your knee now, and how are you feeling? How's the process of getting over that been?
My knee's totally fine right now. Don't feel pain at all. I was thankfully and grateful not to tear any ligaments or have problems in my meniscus. So that was a positive. It was a minor. It was not a good injury, but it wasn't the worst scenario that we're expecting. So we thought it was going to be 2 weeks, and then ended up being 6 weeks. So that was kind of tough,
Mm.
especially when I was coming from a consistent moment of playing, starting, feeling good in the field, feeling connected with the boys in the field as well that were around me in the left side, especially. And then the injury happens, and the team also starts going even better without you. But the only thing I could do was to be positive and celebrate with the boys and help them out outside. And then I'll just try to work hard and hopefully get my opportunity back again.
We're praying for it. Um, who from the team do you spend the most time with off the field?
Uh, I would say Mark Doyle more. We definitely, me, Mark Doyle, and Grant, we hang out a lot because we live in the same apartment complex. So every weekend we hang out, or sometimes during the week too. And in the morning we also share rides. So one day is Grant, one day is me, one day is Doyle. So we share it every day. And when we have away trips, I stay with Doyle. So I would say Doyle because we also share the hotel rooms when we're on a away trip.
Okay. Who's the best driver out of you three?
Uh, I like the way I drive because I drive really fast. So they make fun of me. Yeah. But I would say probably Grant. Grant would probably be the more consistent guy. Doesn't drive too fast, doesn't drive too slow. I'm more like a fast speed guy.
Can I take it then that Mark Doyle is quite a slow driver?
Yes. Yeah.
We've got all the tea now. What have you thought about the fan support and the fan culture surrounding RIFC in its first year?
Oh, it's amazing, man. I didn't expect to be like that at all, especially being a first year, and it's been amazing. The guys in the back of the goal too, like the mix between Hispanic guys and the diverse culture here with them, it's been amazing. They every game they bring the heat and they bring something different. It's different types of colorful fires or whatever. They always bring something different or different flags. It's been really cool and it's been helping us a lot in the field and how they've been showing up every single game, even if we're not doing well or when we were tying games in the beginning of the season. So
They also bring 20 massive drums every time, which
yeah,
I assume is you can hear that on the field.
they sing the whole 90 minutes, which is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I've been personally blown away by it. I can't imagine what it's like to play on that pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to sort of Rhode Island more holistically now, where you mentioned that you really like the restaurants. Where is your favorite food spot in Rhode Island?
So I'll have to say top three because there's three good ones. I would say the from the order. So top one is I'm a very Italian guy. Type of I love Italian restaurants. Sorry, and especially pasta. So I like El Massimo a lot. That's the first one. Second one is Trattoria Appia. That's another Italian restaurant. And then the third one, it's a taco place. It's called Zacco Taco. So those
Okay,
top three, yeah.
amazing. This is a little bit of a contentious question, given what coach has been doing when you guys do well. What's your favorite brand of donuts in Rhode Island?
Yeah, so that's a funny question because every time they post a picture about the donuts, I'm always in the picture. And then it's kind of controversial because I'm not a big donut fan. I love cookies, but I can't say no to the donuts because they look amazing every time they bring. So I'll eat it, but I'm a very big cookie fan. I love crumble cookie that we have here, and
Hmm.
I don't know if you guys have in the UK, but we have crumble here, and I love insomnia cookies as well. Those are my favorites.
I should be over next year, so I'll give both of those a try. Unfortunately, we don't have them here. If you had to pick a favorite donut brand, I'm going to push you on this.
Okay. Moms, the last one that they brought it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take that. What do you do in your free time when you're not
Uh,
training?
yeah. Now that I have a dog, it's a lot that I have to do in my free time that I used to have it before, but just take care of Shelby, my puppy that I have. He's gonna be 4 months old this Friday. Come back from practice, take care of Shelby, take him outside, go for walks, and then I try to find some time to go to the gym, work out on my knee, work out on my body as well, because I'll be doing a special workout with Matt, the guy that works with us, our strength conditioning coach, to try to get more muscle. Because when I came back in the preseason, I was too skinny, and because I lose too much calories every game or every preseason, so I wanted to like bulk up a little bit. So I've been doing this plan with them. So I try to do that. Also, in my free time, I come back from practice and then try to hang out with my wife at night. Try to watch some movies, and that's pretty much it. And love watching soccer, obviously. I love going to Wyscow. Like to watch left backs play similar possession. Likes to have the ball, so I try to find some guys that play similar and go Wyscow and watch them.
Okay, you've skipped forward in my questions a little bit, so I will come in with. So this next question will be a fan favorite. We know that you've got a cocker spaniel named Shelby, who has their own Instagram page, and the link to that will be in the bio. Is this your first spaniel, and how's the training going?
My yeah, it's not my first spaniel. I had another English Cocker Spaniel when it was 6, 7, I think. His name was Napoleon, which is Napoleon here, and he loved my dad. He was my dad's favorite, but we wanted to get a golden retriever, but it's too big for the apartment right now. So I showed Haley the Cocker Spaniel I had before, and she kind of fell in love, and we kind of decided to get the Spaniel, and it's been amazing so far. The training, this is all with Haley. She is the best trainer ever. She made him stay for like, so get so far away and he stays. He lays down, he rolls over, he jumps already like through her arms. He does a bunch of stuff. He can be in the circus already.
That's amazing. Do check out by order of Shelby Paws, I
My
believe.
other Shelby Paws, yeah.
There we go. The link will be in the bio. Do check that
Yeah,
out.
the name and the Instagram tag is because me and Haley, we are big fans of what's the name of the series? Peaky Blinders. Yeah. We're big fans of Peaky Blinders, and then my family and her family, they sent us like 200 names, and I was like, let's just pick Shelby. It's the easiest one, and I love Thomas Shelby, so he ended up being that one.
And so we were talking about the Prem and Brazil. Do you have a Brazilian team? And who is it?
Yes. São Paulo FC, where I played there 5 years. I was always a São Paulo fan. My dad is a São Paulo fan. My brother. My mom is the only one that tries to be annoying. She says that she's a Corinthians fan, which you guys say Corinthians. So she said just to be annoying, but I think deep she's São Paulo, but
that must make some very interesting family dinners.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do your parents manage to tune into the Rhode Island games much?
They can watch it through Brazil. There's a TV channel there that it's like partnership with ESPN Plus. So whenever we have games in the ESPN Plus, they are able to watch in this channel in Brazil. But whenever it's CBS, they can watch it. Yeah. So only if it's ESPN Plus. Yeah.
Okay. And do you have an EPL team?
Yes, I support Man United. Like I said, since when when Ronaldo started playing there, that's when I fell in love for the club. And when I was around 8, 9 years old, when I was 13, sorry, I was playing for this club in Brazil. It's called Desportivo Brasil. It changed the name right now, but at that time when I was playing there, I was between either staying there or playing for São Paulo, because at that time I could play for both of them. But then at the end of the year, I'll have to decide which one I was going to stay. And then this club, Desportivo Brasil, they said if I stay there, they were going to bring me for tryouts with United when I was 17. Yeah, because they had connections with United, Ajax, and there was another one in Europe that I forgot right now. And I ended up staying in São Paulo, but since there, like I already had like a small connection with United that I remember right now to tell you too. But I love to watch City, which is controversial, but it's only because of how they play. I love the style that they play, which is possession. But supporting wise, it's United.
Fantastic. Correct answer. The only correct answer. What is the most popular European team among the players in Rhode Island?
The most popular team? Doyle and me we're the only one that likes United, and I think Mark Ibarra too. And then there are a couple guys that like Arsenal, Grant, Noah, and then I know Georgia likes Liverpool, and then there's a couple other guys. I don't know what they support, but.
So we're now going to move on to our quickfire part of the interview. I want one-word answers only. No thinking, no considering, just straight off the bat, one-word answers. Let's go. So, Gabi, what is the ground or stadium you'd most like to play at?
The what, sorry?
The stadium that you'd most like to play football at.
I would like to play?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Old Trafford.
Correct answer. The first World Cup that you remember watching?
2006. That was my first one I remember watching, but the worst one was 2014. I don't even want to talk about it, but
Yeah, I can totally understand that. I'm not going to bring that up. Don't worry. What's the most memorable football match you've ever watched?
I watched or I played.
Watched.
Watched Barcelona against PSG, the 6-1 game.
Okay, yeah. What's the most memorable match you've ever played?
It was my first professional game I played in Brazil because my dad was there. So
Okay, that's very nice. Just on that note, do you happen to remember your first professional goal in the USL?
yes, it was against Hartford.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Congratulations and well done, and thank you very much. Sorry, moving back to the quickfire questions.
Okay,
Uh, who do you think is the best manager in football history?
Pep Guardiola.
Yep, fair enough. And the best player in history?
Lionel Messi.
Best player at the moment?
Uh, it's a tough one. I would say Rodri.
Unorthodox, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
We're now going to move on, still quickfire, but I'm going to ask you some questions about the team, about Rhode Island. Who is the best dressed?
Noah.
Who's the worst dressed?
Messer.
Okay.
He's gonna kill me about this one.
Who's the joker of the squad? Who's making everybody laugh?
Conor McGlynn.
Who is always early?
Early. Gren, but me and Doy were also always with him, so us three, I would say.
So when Grant's driving, all three of you are early. When you're
Yeah.
driving, you're early because you're speeding.
I have to
And
bring yeah,
when
exactly.
Mark's driving, everybody's late. And who is most likely to be late to the team meeting?
Georgia.
Really?
Yeah.
Who trains the hardest?
Karifa Yao.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who is most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse?
That's an easy one. That's Clay Hostad.
Why?
Because Clay can do everything. We make fun of him because of that. Like he can play any sport, he can build anything, he can do whatever. Like he just good at everything. So I would say he probably good at that too. He probably be the one that would survive. So
Fair enough.
he's also really fast. He's the fastest in the team. So
Is he?
yeah, he got
Okay.
top speed. He got top speed like by far away from everyone already.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I think that's basically the end of my questions. Do you have any messages for the fans?
Just hoping to see you guys this Saturday against Birmingham. That will be amazing game, especially for me too. Looking forward to it, and thank you for helping us throughout the whole season, even in the ups and downs. And thank you for staying with us. And looking forward to see you guys Saturday.
Gabriel Alves, thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott.
So that will wrap things up for this one. Remember, Tide Talk is more than just a podcast. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. For daily social media content, click the link in this episode's description and follow all of our accounts. I have been your host, Scott. Thank you again to our very special guest, Gabriel Alves, for joining us today. And thank you for all who listen, follow, and support the show. And as always, up the tide.